shiny, unique gems out there. My name is Jemica Ribbons. We're shaking things up with an episode of Detective Grimoire. My friend Megan played this on her channel, at mfrog. I'll put the link down in the description below. For now, let's shake things up and start playing. Oh. I think it's a point and click. Yep. It's a point and click adventure game, so I can't use a controller. Alright. Area the beginning. Headphones strongly recommended. I don't need headphones. Ooh, I like the opening. I didn't watch her play it because I wanted to play it myself, but after this I'm gonna watch her play it.
2025 last night, a murder occurred in a remote part of this swamp. A small tourist attraction, deep within the heart of the marsh.
A tourist attraction? Here? I don't get it. Why would anyone come here by choice?
To look at things.
This already. This area is famous.
Famous? All I read was that some idiot thought they saw an alien here 100 years ago.
Get your facts straight for once. We're talking about a creature that's lived in the swamp for over 60 years.
Okay, so it's a 60-year-old alien. I still don't see what matters.
If it matters to anyone, it's you. That creature is our prime suspect.
The murder suspect?
That's right. This is no Loch Ness monster. You need to be taking this seriously.
No, look, come on. How am I supposed to arrest something that might not exist?
We've always enjoyed a challenge before. You can start by reading this.
Are you cold, sir?
There's not a lot of it, is there?
As usual, we only know the bare essentials at this point.
Richard Remington, founder of the tourist attractions Boggy's Bog, was found dead outside his office at 2045, so 8:45 last night. Exact cause of death unknown. 3 small wounds from the chest suggest an attack from a clawed creature. Slime around the wound and footprints found at the scene suggest the culprit was Boggy, the legendary swamp creature. Any of the 7 other people present in the swamp last night could hold vital information. Ooh. He's kinda cute.
Our murder victim, Richard Remington, he was in charge of this, tourist attraction. Boggy's Bog? What a name.
Boggy is the name of our creature. Well, nowadays it is.
You mean that stupid cartoon character? I've heard of him. That thing is our murder suspect?
Hey,
There's more to Boggy than the
that
cartoon
froggy
character, I promise you. This is the place it all began. You'll find out soon enough.
I mean, it looks like a froggy to me, like a mutated froggy. A Swamp Full of Secrets, Chapter 1.
Your
Start.
case file is in the top right. You can look at your clues and suspect profiles in here, when you've collected some, of course. I'll stay and guard our boat, so if you're confused, come back here and I'll help you.
Okay, so we're going this way.
That's where I need to go.
Yeah, well then go.
Button bottom right.
Oh.
And if I'm feeling confident, I can turn off those sparkly hit icons in the options menu.
You know what? Where's the options menu? I don't need hints. I'm gonna regret this.
That's where I need to go. I can switch to
Right,
oh,
right.
And I can turn.
So it's like a Sierra game. Hello, ma'am.
Wow, you didn't get lost yet.
No, I only just got here. Who are you?
Yeah, and how do you get lost on a dock?
Of course, you're not great at remembering. I should be offended, though.
I've never seen you before. You're that weird girl from the fairground. Oh, there must be a game before this. You're that weird girl from the fairground.
Girl from the fairground.
Saw your hat blow through here already. You must be slow, if it wouldn't even wait for you.
Well, if you'll let me, I'd better go after it. You can wait here and
You'll
behave.
get lost. I would never forgive myself if I let you go through without the map.
You have a map of the swamp?
Not anymore. I'm giving it to you.
You should really stay here. It's dangerous. There's been a murder. Although I suppose you know all about it already?
They're saying it was the creature, but it can't be him. He doesn't seem like a killing sort of creature. Nope. He's a different sort of creature.
Ooh.
Wait, what do you mean? If you... she disappeared.
Alright.
Pretend I imagined her. Is an opportunity for a photographic memento. The two characters are an explorer and Boggy himself. Are they...
Fighting? Or are they hugging?
Suspicious.
Has not been excited for 60 years.
I still don't quite understand why we have a tourist attraction here. Don't forget to use walk.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realize that you had left
Just
walk
like
around.
The gates closed. Looks like I can move these metal latches around. I should just have to slide at least one of them out of the bottom of the lock.
Alright, we can do
Use
this.
this gate. Probably.
No, wait. No, I was going the right way.
Hey, nice. I might get one of these from my office.
I mean, it's not hard to solve. I wouldn't want one for my office.
Tourist attraction?
You're so judgy.
Whole thing just doesn't make sense to me. Let's do some thinking.
Alright.
Drag any two stray thoughts into those slots at the bottom. And flick through the connecting statements in between to make a sentence.
Okay.
Tap the confirm button to try it out. I just have to focus my thoughts and reach a conclude. Boggy's Bog.
Alright.
Seems like the middle of nowhere.
Boggy's Bog is way too big for the murderer. It's way too big for It's far too remote for the murder to have happened?
Tourist attraction is far too remote for the murder to have happened. No, that doesn't make sense, does it?
I mean, kind of.
The tourist attraction is far too remote for my beard to have happened. No, that doesn't make sense. The swamp is way too big for that little girl to murder someone. I don't get it. Seriously.
Well, I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what I'm... You know what? Can I get out of here? Ah!
The swamp is far too remote for the tourist attraction to make any money. It's really bugging me. What's the story behind this place?
I can't believe that took me so long to figure out. That's kind of embarrassing. Okay, let's go to the cafe.
I should visit the crime scene before I do anything else. I think Officer James said it was to the west.
Oh, fine. Protest? Is there anything around here to click on? Creepy.
I can't get in here without a key. And I don't feel like kicking the door down. Maybe if I get desperate later on.
Alright, fine.
So, this is where they found Remington's body.
Let's get started. Examine the crime scene. We already read this. Oh wait, next. Map of tourist attraction Boggy's Bog, generously donated by the mysterious little girl at the entrance. When I'm exploring the swamp, I can access my map from the map button in the corner. Okay.
There are bizarre footprints with 3 toes leading up to the office door. And back down into those reeds by the water.
Okay, let's check out the
The
reeds.
strange footprints stop right by these reeds. Maybe I should take a closer look. Maybe I can move some of them out of the way.
Alright.
A strange pair of green flippers, badly hidden in the reeds outside the office.
Haha. Who left these lying around?
There are bizarre footprints and back down into...
Okay, is there anything else
There's
to
an
check
open
out?
window above Remington's body. One of the curtains is ripped and hanging on the outside. There's an open window above Remington's body. One of the...
Okay, so we can't use that to get in.
I don't like it here.
Aw, it's not that bad.
What's this? There's a lockpick dropped amongst the weeds down here in the water. I just have to work out which vine to break and tap that button.
Okay. Oh, it's one of these. It's 3.
That's the one. But I wonder
Nice.
where this lockpick came from.
A lockpick discarded near the near the entrance to Remington's office, covered in a strange liquid slime, most likely used by the murderer to break into Remington's office. Nice. So can we use it to break
I can't
in?
get in here without a key. Maybe if I get...
No, but we have the thingy. Can I not use it? What's the point in having a lockpick if we can't use it?
I can't get in here without... Maybe if I...
Alright, fine. We'll go back. Oh, hello.
Some suspects. Let's get this investigation started.
I'll talk to you first. Oh, I thought...
Yes, do you have a message for me?
No?
Why do I think you look like Markiplier,
Then
kind
why
of,
are
but
you
like an
here?
older
I'm
Markiplier?
incredibly busy.
You don't look it. Who are you, anyway?
What a question. You're serious? I am Vincent Van de Peer.
The famous movie director?
The artist, the visionary, the auteur. I'm a man of many talents.
Let's hope you have a talent for answering my question. That is a very talented beard you've got, at least. I heard your work has gone downhill lately. Well, let's hope you got a talent for answering my questions.
That's great. Let's hope you have a talent for answering my questions.
You're in my light. Could you take a few steps back, please?
So sorry.
But then I'll be too far away to talk to you.
I know.
What's a famous guy like you doing in a place like this?
Quite. I'm sure you're thinking, why doesn't he send an assistant? But that's
Yeah, that's
not
what
the
I'm
way
thinking.
This director works.
But what are you doing?
I'm feeling, I'm experiencing, I'm discovering this area, the history, the atmosphere. It's the perfect setting for my next film. I'm on a scouting mission.
I like your
to
hair,
know
sir.
This swamp before I begin work on the latest masterpiece in a string of masterpieces.
You're making a movie about Bobby. About the swamp creature?
Of course. He's a fascinating individual, isn't he? So mysterious.
No
So
idea.
very mysterious.
Is that your cameraman over there?
Yes, that's right.
No, he's just a man
My
holding a
faithful right-hand
camera.
Well, faithful enough, you know.
No, I don't know.
He's an expert cameraman. Really knows his trade, of course. But he gets a bit muddled when it comes to priorities.
Like how? You mean he's lazy? He doesn't look lazy. He looks a bit scary.
Oh, no, nothing of the sort. He just has a little hobby that sometimes distracts him from his work. But I wouldn't want anyone else shooting for me.
Were you working yesterday? Here in the swamp, I mean?
Indeed, I was working very hard indeed. Well into the night.
Hard work, is it? Getting to know the swamp?
You jest. But yesterday I was getting even more involved than usual.
Like
Yes.
murder?
Difficult to comprehend, I know.
So what kind of work were you doing?
Well,
Murder?
I was, unable to find my faithful cameraman last night.
Was he
Hid
murdering?
himself quite completely from view.
Bobby Burrow, right? Did you need him to film for you?
Always. But being a resourceful type of man, I stepped up and took on the responsibility myself. I was
Of
filming
murder?
in this exact area, in fact.
You were filming? Last night? Here?
Yes, at the time of the murder, I believe. But wait, I know what you're thinking. Now,
That you
don't
were
forget,
murdering?
I'm not here to shoot some experimental documentary. I have no interest in late-night surveillance footage.
Did you see anything at all? Or what is it you were filming?
The water. I was filming the water. It's a fascinating subject, one that has me captivated to the point where
So, you didn't see anything useful? Got excited there for a minute.
Nothing useful to you, my good detective, but there are some odd sounds on the audio track. Wild animals going about their nighttime rituals, I'm sure.
Oh, that was a gunshot. That was the curtain. Someone walking. Someone getting hit. Aha.
I don't know if it's any use to you. I'll film again tonight and try to get a version without all those bizarre noises in. You won't be getting very far discussing that with me. Try someone less important. If you want an autograph, a plain sheet of paper will suffice, thank you.
Okay, we're good. Let's talk to you.
Alright, let's see. Another suspect for my notebook.
That's a little rude.
No, I'm sorry. Did I say
Yeah.
that out loud?
Maybe not. Maybe I can hear your thoughts.
So would you be able to answer my questions before I asked you?
Would you be able to question my answers before I tell you?
I could try.
I'm Bobby Burl, professional cameraman. Pleased to meet you.
I'm Detective Grimoire. I'm here to investigate last night's murder.
I'm gonna call you Wade.
Grimoire.
Wade and Mark.
Strange. Is that your first name?
First name? What's a first name? It's my second name. It's my 23rd name, but it's the one I like the best.
It's actually my 23rd name. but it's the one I like the best. Is there something I should ask the cameraman?
Vincent doesn't explain why. My clues doesn't explain why Vincent Van Peer
My
came.
clues doesn't explain why Vincent Van Peer came to the swamp in the first place. Oh, that...
Vincent Van Peer doesn't explain why Bobby Burl was nowhere to be found last
Vincent Van
night.
Peer doesn't explain why Bobby Burl was nowhere to be found last night. I think that's pretty close. My clues doesn't explain why Bobby Burl was nowhere to be found last night. Maybe Bobby Burl needs to do a little explaining. Burl's camera doesn't explain why Bobby Burl was nowhere to be found last night. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Bobby Burl doesn't explain why Vincent Van Peer was nowhere to be found last night. Oh, that...
It's gotta... Okay, Vincent Van... It's gotta be that one.
Vincent Van Peer doesn't explain why Bobby Burl was nowhere to be found last night. I think that's pretty close. Van Peer told me something about his cameraman.
Well, I don't get it. A sense of dread? Vincent Van... Vincent Vanderpeer told me that Bobby Burl was nowhere to be found last night.
Bobby Burl was nowhere to be found last night. Simple enough. What was Mr. Burl doing last night that meant he couldn't help out his boss?
Exactly. Last night.
You were here yesterday, I presume. Last night?
Murdering?
Yes, I was.
Here, in this clearing?
No, I was over at the cafe getting something to eat. Richard Remington was there too.
Remington? You saw him last night?
Or, did you murder him?
That's right, I saw him. He left the cafe looking rather ill. I offered to help, but he just wanted to go back to his office. He looked like he had a lot on his mind.
He was ill yesterday?
Perhaps it was something he ate.
So you already told me what you do, but now, why would a cameraman be working here?
Yeah.
I go where I'm needed. Vincent wanted to come to the swamp, and I was happy to help.
Vincent Van Peer? You mean that man standing on that rock over there?
That's right. I've worked with him for many years.
Is he your boss?
Oh, I don't know about that. We work together. He's tried to film here before, but he never got permission until about a week ago.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
weird.
But why did you want to come here in the first place?
If you're looking for a reason to write down in your notebook, I'm sure he can tell you if you ask him.
I already
I'm
asked
just the guy
him.
who carries around the camera.
You always carry that camera with you?
Most of the time.
Can anyone just walk in here and start filming? Bobby Burl offered to help Richard Remington to murder the victim. I don't get it.
Oh! Vincent Van de Peer recently got permission from Richard Remington to film.
Vincent Van de Peer only recently got permission from Richard Remington to film here in the swamp. I wonder if Mr. Van de Peer has been breaking rules. Or maybe he'll have an excuse.
Vincent's work, I see. I'm glad he knows how to use the camera at least.
What do you think all those noises are?
Yeah.
Well, judging by the time this was recorded, I'd be able to make a pretty good guess.
I heard from Mr. Van de Peer over there that you were nowhere to be found last night.
Didn't I say I was at the cafe?
Yeah, you did. But your director needed you for some filming, and he couldn't find you. What were you doing that was so important?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. After I ate, I had to walk around the swamp. I didn't have my camera, so I was free to stretch my legs for once.
Where was your camera? Don't you carry it around with you all the time?
No,
Yeah.
not all the time.
You lost it in the swamp and went to look at it. You left it with Van de Peer and he used it instead.
You left it with Van de Peer, and he used it instead that night.
That's right, he was looking after that camera. So I went for a late-night stroll. This place
Why?
is beautiful in the evenings.
You just walked around? You didn't do anything? Didn't see anyone?
Well, I can't say that. I have various ways to pass the time, you know.
Van de Peer did say you had a hobby on the side.
Van de Peer said you had a hobby on the side.
Is that what he said? Well, yes, he's right. I brought 2 cameras with me when I came here. I left my video camera, yes. But I have another one. It's much smaller, and it only takes black and white photographs. You know the
Aww.
kind I mean?
A really old one?
Yes, I suppose so. I've always enjoyed traditional photography, and this place is a wonderful
Photography is
opportunity to take some
great.
pictures of the natural environment.
I'm hoping my new phone gets here soon so I can take better pictures. Because I'm too broke to afford a new camera.
Not using a digital camera.
Can I see it?
Of course. I took it near the woods at the back of the swamp. It's quite an interesting shot, but the light qualities weren't perfect. Here we are. Feel free to take a look.
Wait, what? This is a photo?
I haven't developed it yet. I only took it last night. Just brush the developing fluid over the photo to reveal the image.
Okay, touch the photo using the develop... Okay. Oh! It's Buggy!
What? Is that Boggy? The swamp creature just standing in the water?
It could be. Personally, I'm not convinced, but
Oops, I skipped something. A blurry photo taken by Bobby Burley shortly before the murder. It shows something that looks like Boggy in the woods at the back of the swamp. In the beginning, the being in the photo seems to have long legs. Can I challenge him?
I heard this isn't the first time you've tried to film here.
where? In the swamp? What are you talking about?
Remington has denied your filming in the past.
Remington has denied you the filming permission in the past.
Oh, that. Nothing but the natural process of being in a profession like mine.
Sure,
Every situation
but you'd be
simply
mad at
requires
him.
the right approach before the gears start turning smoothly. You understand, I'm sure.
Why did Remington not want you filming here? And
Yeah.
why did he change his mind?
It wasn't even
Did
up to
you
him.
do something?
This area is protected, you know. There are certain rules, certain regulations. I encounter this kind of thing all the time, really.
That doesn't explain why he changed his tune. It's a little suspicious.
Why would you say that?
A famous movie director suddenly gets his way? I wonder how that happened. Time to use my notebook. Just drag an item onto the paper to draw the idea.
Oh, cool. I'm famous. Threatened.
That can't be it.
What? He threatened him.
Right. That's the one. I think you bribed Remington to get the filming rights.
Well, bribe is a strong word. It was just a little arrangement between friends. Nothing worth getting upset about. I simply promised him a cut of my next movie's profits. It made
That
sense.
is if your
since
movie
he
made
owned the area
anything.
Anyway, just a favor for a favor.
So you would have owed him money.
Only a small percentage, simply out of courtesy, and not for a
But
long
he hasn't been
time
doing
either.
well. According to one of our statements, his work's been going downhill. So he didn't have a guarantee that he'd make any money. Aha! Let's go this way. You know what? I think we're going to leave it here for now. We're going to tie a ribbon around it because I'm done. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. Go shake things up out there. Bye! See you in the next video.